Time now for your forewarned weather with Cedric Haynes.
All right, folks, in case you missed it, we had a nice visit from the Northern Lights yesterday evening as we had that magnetic storm that took place that really brought us some beautiful sights out there. Check it out. Let me step out of the way. Center field. We're checking in, seeing some of those nice colors, looking over center field. How about in North Ogden? Yeah, check out those lights. Looks like the rays of beams just shining right down on the mountaintops there. Just beautiful conditions. How about over in the Uintas? We've got this great shot sent in from Vernal and even southern Utah getting in on some of the action there. Take a look at that. Just beautiful shots across the area. Here's a few more. Cedar City, we've got you covered here with some of those nice twinkling stars with the beautiful northern lights. And, of course, we'll get you as well up towards the northern half of the Wasatch Front around the Bountiful area, seeing some beautiful conditions showing up. So when we talk about geomagnetic storms, of course, there are different levels of the storm systems that we look for. And, of course, typically when we have these events occur, you're in that level 1, 2 range. Sometimes you get into that level 3 range. That's when we say, hey, be on the lookout for the potential. But when you get what we had yesterday evening, which is a level 4 magnetic storm, yeah, you could definitely see the northern lights get pretty far south. In fact, they typically can go down with a level 4 as far south as places like Alabama and over towards California. So very unique, but again, just impressive conditions. And, of course, sometimes you have to watch these because they can affect with the electronics and emergency services and things like that. But we had no issues out there with that system. So nice to look at this morning. We've got those clouds rolling in from the south. It's a weak disturbance that's moving in, pushing in some of those clouds, but they're just really helping hold temperatures up a little bit. So instead of a lot of freezing temperatures this morning, many of us, if not most of us, are at or above freezing this morning. So a little warmer, but it's still a morning where you're going to need a jacket or a sweatshirt on your arm as you step out the door. We should climb into the mid to upper 60s along the Wasatch Front today. Low 60s getting up into Cache Valley. Temperatures in the mid to upper 60s along the I-70 corridor, and I've got a couple of low 70s still showing up in southwest Utah. As we look at futurecast, you can see the cloud cover. Yeah, it rotates around this ridge of high pressure and moves in, but I don't see any precipitation with that. I think we even see a little more sunshine breaking through the clouds as we go into your Thursday. That's going to be kind of the warm and calm before the storm, so to say, as the next system begins to approach on Friday. But you can see on Friday morning, sure, we got the clouds on the increase, but it's primarily dry here across Utah. But we'll start to see the system split. So most of the moisture goes north and south of us, but we'll still have a chance of a few showers moving through the area on Friday. It just doesn't look like it's going to be the main event. In fact, now, as we look at some of the latest data, it still shows this split taking place with the storm around Utah. But watch what happens. That one piece moves away, but the second piece dives south and actually gets a little stronger and actually moves our way. But as we get into your Sunday into Monday. So now it looks like Sunday into Monday will be the main portion of this particular event that moves through. But then it stays unsettled behind this system. And one of these two low pressures could rotate in as well Monday night into Tuesday. So it looks like Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, we're going to keep it unsettled here across the west with several waves of moisture potentially moving in. And as you can see over the next 7 days or so, the model data is now back up to showing some decent amounts. It just looks like instead of this being more on a Friday, it's going to be more like Sunday heading into Monday and into next week. And beyond that, looking ahead, it still remains very wet and active here across the western half of the country heading towards Thanksgiving, along with colder temperatures that are going to settle into the west as the heat builds off to the east. So colder, wetter. Some good news for our ski resorts and some good news for us looking for some precipitation as well. St. George, highs in the 70s, getting close to the mid to upper 70s on Thursday. Again, a few showers with that first wave on Friday. Then we cool it down into the 50s heading into next week with a better chance of precipitation showing up. The Wasatch Front, we stay warm through Thursday. Then a few showers with that front Friday. Better rain chances Sunday into next week. All right, let's get a check on your traffic as you head out on your Wednesday morning commute. We're looking at some fairly light traffic out there for you. This is Bangor Highway showing us calm conditions as folks make their way out and about across the area. And if you're going to be traveling anywhere else, looks like traffic is going to be looking pretty good, including in Tooele County right now, making your way into Salt Lake County. More on your forecast of traffic coming up in just a few moments. But for now, we'll send it back over to Matt and Alyssa.